at Salt Lake Community College, and we decided to pop in here and hang out with some fans. So I think we're going to talk to them, let them ask us some questions, and hang out for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, go ahead. Somebody grab a mic and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, first say your name and then where you're from.
Okay. Hi, my name's Jenny Peterson from Roy.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
This thing is on.
My question is, how long have you guys been together?
Well, good question.
Very personal.
Well, yes. The hard questions. We've been together. The band has been a band since 1997.
The year I was born.
Holy cow! Really?
Oh.
Wow. No.
Yes. Yeah, she was. I'm only 14.
Really? Jeez.
And so we're older than
Feeling
you.
old.
We're older than little guy over there, yeah.
Yeah. Older than that guy.
Oh, we're dating ourselves.
But yeah, so that's how long the band has been around. We just started, out of high school in the Chicago suburbs, and we've been this current lineup for
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, about 2005, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Candace.
I guess.
My question is, you've been together 8 years. What is your biggest pet peeve of one another?
Ooh, good one.
That is a good one.
I hate all these guys. Everything about them.
Yeah. Ditto. No, it used to be a lot worse. Probably about 5 years ago, maybe. When did we start getting on buses?
Yeah, before we got huge, it was rough.
Exactly.
Huge is all relative.
Huge.
Yeah, when you're living in a van with a bunch of other guys and you have no escape, the smallest things become your pet peeves.
Such as
like,
the way someone breathes.
Yeah, like it could get down to that.
Or smell.
It smells.
I always smell good.
Yeah,
Like Michael.
Throwing Mike under the bus without a microphone.
You know, on the bus I will not take a bunk under DeMar
Why?
for that exact
What
reason.
reason?
Need not elaborate.
Yeah, you did not want to be underneath me last night, buddy. I'll tell you that. Whoa.
But now that we're on a bus, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier.
It's all about like personal space.
Yes.
If you don't have any, then like I said, something really minuscule will get you pretty bummed out.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're in that van for 30 straight days or 60 straight days or whatever it is, things have come to a boil a few times.
Sure, yeah.
Your voices never start to bug you or bug one another.
Voices?
Yeah, I'm sure that you just don't want to hear someone. You're like, I can't hear you talking.
You
Like,
shut up when you're talking. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
text me.
Yeah.
Just text me.
I mean, the good news is that we are all good friends, and it always ends up good at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Yeah, you want it?
There you go. All right, on the radio, live.
Say your name.
Hi, I'm Garrett Ennis. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice.
And my question is, what is your guys' biggest fan you guys ever met?
Biggest fan?
Yes.
Actually, funny, you're wearing a Selena Gomez t-shirt. We met her and she came to our show in New York City. She was very sweet, very cute, and I fell in love.
Is she your biggest fan?
He wishes.
Yes, absolutely.
Probably, maybe the most famous fan.
Yeah, there you go.
Guys, anybody else?
Chief Mine.
Armor.
Hi, my name's
More like she's
Linda,
Beavis,
and
but-
I live in West Jordan.
Hey.
And I'm here, I'm supposed to be getting married tomorrow.
Whoa,
So I'm skipping
congrats.
wedding
Don't
stuff
you have
to
better
come.
things to be doing right now?
Yeah, I do
Rehearsal
lots.
dinners?
Lots. This is more important.
I hope he's not listening.
But we love to travel. And what's your favorite place you've performed at?
Hey, quick question for you. Are any of our songs going to be in your wedding?
They will be now.
He only asked
Of
because,
course.
he only asked because someone said that last night.
Yeah, a lot of people use 1, 2, 3, 4 in their wedding. I thought that was really
I
cool.
love that song. I'm making a playlist later, so.
Oh, nice.
Do you guys have a honeymoon plan?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's called the LC Ranch.
Yeah, she has
Can you give her
no
that?
mic.
Yeah, we're going over. It's called the LC Ranch. It's over in Altamont, and they just have summer cabins out in middle of nowhere.
The reason I ask is because she's asking where our favorite place is, and maybe we would like, you know, say, oh, go to Paris.
I would say Bora Bora.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of favorite places internationally,
Salt Lake City.
but,
Hey.
but I was gonna say, like in America, Salt Lake City has been actually
Oh, always
like,
been great for us.
no joke. We're not even like buttering you guys up.
Maybe not a honeymoon spot, but
Yeah,
to come play, it's pretty awesome.
it's always been a good place for us because of the support we've had, both like kind of grassroots and radio.
Totally.
There were a couple buddies we had here a long time ago that would kind of flyer door to door, and
Yeah,
Seth and Jared, what's up, guys?
Hey,
And they gave us a fan base here basically. So every show that we came through, like in the van days, without much label support or anything like that, these are some of our best shows.
Totally.
You know, and then this was the first place to play
Haley Delilah.
Delilah, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty
So
cool.
as far as US is concerned, Salt Lake is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the cabin in the woods idea
For
for
sure.
for a honeymoon. No interruptions.
Exactly.
Just consummation.
Okay. Well, because it is your day before your wedding, what song do you want to hear on the radio? Like what Plain White T's song?
I do like the 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I really. You were practicing it earlier. We were listening, and I was singing out loud on the lobby.
Well, why don't you introduce it? Say, hey, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 from Plain White T's on my 99.5.
Hey, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Plain White Tees on my 99.5.
Good job. High five me on that.
Professional.
So there is no point.
That's all right.
9.5.
I can slide that out.
Okay, perfect.
Point.
Hi, this is Mariah Nichols. I'm from
What's your
Salt
name?
Lake City, Utah.
What's your name?
Mariah Nichols.
Mariah? Cool.
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I was wondering how many songs you have written about, like, girlfriends from the past.
Good question.
Tomorrow you and me.
The ghosts of
I can
past
answer this one.
girlfriends.
All
All
Every
of them
Yeah,
was it?
Yeah, every
no
song's
girl
about a girl.
escapes.
Yeah.
She always
It always
ends up in a
makes it
tune.
into a song. Yeah, most of our songs are about girls and about love and, you know, falling in love, falling out of love. So
How about the Stop album?
yeah, our first album, Stop, was all about the same girl.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was, you know, my first like real serious relationship. So I got a little bit inspired and wrote an album. Yeah.
Does she know that?
Oh yeah. She just got married a couple months ago too.
Oh, we'll shove that in her face.
Does anybody else have questions?
I have one. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Going back to talking about the road, is there any funny stories? Or what's the funniest thing that's happened on the road?
Hilarious.
Funny stuff happens all day. Every day.
Right. I mean,
You know another funniest thing that happened today, and Mike thought it was really funny. He tried to lock me in the bathroom.
Did it work?
Yeah. It worked for about, I don't know, 3 seconds, and then he walked away, and I opened the door, and Tim was like, that was him. He was doing it.
You know, I tried to lock Dave in the bathroom on the bus the other day too. I put something really heavy in front of the door. So when
I remember that. But it didn't work. It failed. I think that's what happens. We try to lock each other in the bathroom for some odd reason. It's funny.
maybe like I think maybe I'm past the age where I really push and care.
exactly.
Kind of wait until you open.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But obviously, yeah, goofy, you know, stuff has happened over the last 10 years on the road. But I remember more the tragic than the funny, like the bailing out of the van thing.
Yeah, that was funny also. In hindsight.
Mainly funny, I thought.
Yeah, kind of funny.
Even at the time, I thought it was kind of funny.
Even to you, huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
Straight.
Well,
Yeah, elaborate.
It was, you know, we were driving around in like a rented van or something, and tensions were running high.
So high.
Everybody in the van was being
Horrible.
really annoying, and just, you know, bickering about stuff. So, I jumped out of the van. We were only going like 15.
He didn't hit the ground running though.
No.
Like a
I did a little roll.
military roll. It's very stealth actually. And then off into the bush.
Yeah,
That's
and then
right.
We stopped
Then he
the
just
van,
disappeared.
and then he wasn't there.
think
can't.
Mike has like a Navy SEAL training that we don't know about.
I lived in the woods for
Yeah.
4 months after that.
Oh, yeah.
Living off berries and grubs and stuff like that.
Focusing on growing your beard.
Yeah, you want one here?
Hi, I'm Shandy from Salt Lake.
Yep.
My question is, what is the most embarrassing onstage moment you've had?
I have one.
These guys are
Washington D.C.
Yeah, that was a good
the 930 Club. I mean, I guess it was pretty embarrassing. I fell off the back of the stage.
Did you all start
I
laughing?
didn't get hurt.
No, none of us saw.
I anticipated the fall, so I just kind of just fell, and it was kind of embarrassing. But it would have been more embarrassing if we were like I was in the middle of playing a song. I think it was like Delilah or something like that. When I don't really.
I thought I saw it.
I think you saw it. Yeah.
No, I thought I saw it.
You got any embarrassing moments?
No, I was thinking about the time he fell off the stage too.
Everyone's falling off
Yeah, I
stage.
got a really, really embarrassing one. One time, I was singing and I hit a wrong note. It's
I knew
really
you were gonna say
embarrassing.
that from a mile away.
I know. You knew it wasn't going to be the really good one, the good story.
I fell off a stage once too, back in my old band.
Mid guitar solo.
Yeah.
It's the way you fell off is the
Yeah,
best part.
well, okay, we were playing a show, and I had a big guitar solo, and I was, kind of getting into it, and I thought it'd be cool to run. There was like a curtain on the side of the stage. I thought it'd be cool to like run off the stage, keep playing the solo, and then run. I don't know why. I was like 18 and dumb, as opposed to how old I am now and dumb. But I ran through the curtain, and the stage just ended, and it was like
It was like a
it
wall.
was like an 8-foot. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. It's like an 8-foot drop, and I went down, and for whatever reason, there was like a barrel full of like hockey sticks and baseball bats and brooms and like random stuff, and I fell into it with my guitar on. I kept soloing, and it hurt.
True dedication.
Hey, we have 2 newcomers here.
Hey.
Do you guys have any questions for the guys in the band? By the way, Plain White Tees, say hi.
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 What time is
Anything?
it?
Yeah, we.
Time to get a new watch.
We were here on time. They told us we're-
Yeah, they were here on time.
Oh, they
We weren't here on time, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Actually, I was here a half hour early.
Yeah.
You feel like a jerk.
Yeah, you are. You're
Nah. Yep.
Next record, expect that not bought.
Don't, no.
Okay, for you, yes.
Before you ask your question, just say what your name is and where you're from, and then ask a question.
Okay, I'm Shelby, and I'm from Draper.
Corinne Draper.
Hey,
Okay.
guys.
One question I had for you guys was, what do you guys like? I don't know. What's your advice for bands that want to become something?
Oh man.
Are you
There's so much.
a musician?
No, I have lots of friends that are. So I have a group of friends that are in a band.
Cool.
Yeah.
I would say just do it.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I should copyright that.
I would say we don't have enough time to even cover it all.
Yeah, just do everything you can and practice and write good songs. And
You make it sound so
Don't ever
simple.
that's all you gotta do.
I mean, I think a lot of it is the practice part. How many times have we seen bands when we were growing up and they just weren't ready for playing shows?
I mean, you do have to be good.
Right.
It requires practice. But
Right.
at the same time, you kind of just have to grind too.
Yeah.
Be willing to run through years of time where things aren't working for you.
Dedicate your life to
Sacrifice.
And you got to be willing to leave town. I mean, really,
Like
seriously.
it all sounds grand, but when you're gone for 5 years in a row all year,
Yeah.
then you start to realize, you have to be willing to be gone.
Yeah. A lot of our friends' bands back home are really, really good, and they never left town, and they're our age now, and they have real jobs and relationships and stuff, and now they can't leave town. You know, so it's kind of like passed them by in a sense, somewhat.
just do it.
Right. Yeah.
Even have relationships.
How do we have, the question is, how do we even have relationships then? That's a real good question.
Really good question.
How would you be able to write music?
I have many failed relationships.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, the failed ones outnumber the successes for sure.
we've probably got time for one more question before we gotta wrap it up, guys. Yeah. One last question.
Do you have one? No? Cool. Yeah, you got it.
My question is, what would you guys do if you guys weren't in a band?
Good one.
Good one. Very good. I would.
Stockbroker, yes. Tom's very fast paced. Yes.
Buy, sell.
Yeah, right. I think you sound like a natural.
Right.
No.
Okay, I'd probably be a teacher. Honest answer, like teaching, like telling people what to do. You know.
Smaller kids or older kids?
All of the above. You know.
Really?
Sure.
I would.
Probably a little older, maybe high school-ish. Those were some good years for me. Some good teachers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bad teachers.
I think I would take over. There's a guitar repair shop in Santa Barbara that I'd like to just take over his practice, sit in the garage, fix and work on guitars,
Nice.
listen to music,
Yeah.
watch ball games, and
Nice.
relax.
That'd be cool.
I play the drums somewhere else.
I don't even, yeah, you would. Probably be in studios or something. Yeah.
Good answer.
I think I would probably make paper airplanes professionally. Find a way to do that, you know? Make a living.
Make a living.
Just do it.
Simple as that.
And Dave, how about you?
I get into something with sports.
Yeah.
Either writing about it or, you know.
Casting it.
Well, one of our parent companies of our label is ESPN, so I just beat down their door or something.
Yeah.
Get on the radio or on air. I don't know.
Cool.
Well, guys, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
good
guys.
questions.
Thank you so much.